What if I told you that Adolf Hitler was just one decision away from possibly winning World War II? But in a single moment of insane overconfidence, he made the deadliest mistake in military history. A mistake so catastrophic that it didn't just lose him the war, it guaranteed his total destruction. Today, we're exposing that one fatal blunder, the invasion of the Soviet Union, Operation Barbarossa. Historians almost unanimously agree this was the turning point that cost Hitler everything. Stick around till the end, because once you understand why this happened, you'll never see World War II the same way again. Let's set the stage. By mid-1941, Adolf Hitler was at the peak of his power. He had conquered Poland in weeks, crushed France in just 6 weeks, overrun Norway, Denmark, the Low Countries, Yugoslavia, and Greece. The Wehrmacht's blitzkrieg seemed unstoppable. Britain stood alone, bombed daily during the Battle of Britain, but refusing to surrender. Hitler's ideology, spelled out years earlier in Mein Kampf, fixated on one thing: Lebensraum, living space in the East. He hated communism and viewed Slavs as subhuman. Destroying the Soviet Union wasn't just strategy, it was his life's mission. In 1939, he signed the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact with Stalin, a non-aggression treaty that shocked the world and allowed him to divide Poland without fighting on two fronts. But Hitler never intended to honor it long-term. He saw the Soviet Union as weak, crippled by Stalin's purges of officers and ripe for a quick knockout blow. He believed capturing Soviet resources, Ukrainian wheat, Caucasian oil, would make Germany invincible and force Britain to make peace. In December 1940, Hitler signed Führer Directive 21, Operation Barbarossa. He gathered the largest invasion force ever assembled, over 3 million German troops, plus 1 million from allies like Romania, Hungary, Italy, and Finland. Supported by 3,600 tanks, thousands of aircraft, and massive artillery. Hitler and many generals expected victory in 8 to 10 weeks. They underestimated Soviet strength, ignored warnings about the T-34 tank, and believed the Red Army would collapse like France had. On June 22, 1941, without a declaration of war, the invasion exploded across an 1,800-mile front. 3 massive army groups attacked, north toward Leningrad, center toward Moscow, south toward Kiev and the oil fields. The early weeks were a German triumph, complete surprise. Stalin refused to believe the attack was real even as it happened. Huge encirclements at Bialystok, Minsk, and Smolensk trapped and destroyed entire Soviet armies. Hundreds of thousands surrendered. By autumn, the Germans had advanced hundreds of miles and inflicted millions of casualties. But then, everything started going wrong. The Soviet Union was simply too big. Endless space, terrible roads, autumn rains turning everything to mud. The German advance slowed to a crawl. Supply lines stretched thousands of miles. Most German divisions still relied on horses, not trucks. Hitler made a fateful choice in August 1941. Instead of driving straight to Moscow, he diverted the powerful army group's center south to help encircle Kiev. It won the largest encirclement in history, over 660,000 Soviet prisoners, but it cost precious time. When the push for Moscow finally resumed in October, winter arrived early and mercilessly. German soldiers had no winter clothing. Tanks and vehicles froze. Temperatures plunged below -40 degrees Celsius. Soviet reinforcements, tough Siberian divisions, arrived just in time and launched a massive counteroffensive in December. The Germans were thrown back from Moscow. It was Hitler's first major defeat on land. The war became one of attrition, exactly what Germany couldn't win. 1942 brought temporary advances to Stalingrad and the Caucasus, but Stalingrad turned into a nightmare. Hitler's obsessive no-retreat order trapped the entire Sixth Army. They surrendered in February 1943, a devastating blow. Kursk in 1943 became the greatest tank battle ever. and the Soviets won decisively. From then on, the Red Army never stopped pushing west. The Eastern Front devoured 80% of all German casualties. The Soviets mobilized over 34 million men, and with factories relocated beyond the Urals, plus American Lend-Lease aid, outproduced Germany in weapons. By opening this second front while Britain was undefeated, Hitler guaranteed a war on multiple sides against enemies with far greater resources. Some argued declaring war on America after Pearl Harbor was worse. Others say failing to finish Britain first. But most serious historians agree, invading the Soviet Union with its vast territory, harsh climate, and unlimited manpower while still at war with Britain was suicidal overreach. Napoleon made the exact same mistake in 1812 and lost everything. Hitler ignored the lesson of history and paid the ultimate price. By May 1945, Soviet troops raised the red flag over Berlin, and Hitler took his own life in a bunker beneath the ruins. That one decision, driven by ideology and hubris, didn't just cost him the war, it cost him his empire, his life, and changed the world forever. So, was Operation Barbarossa truly the biggest mistake in World War II? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read them all. If this video hooked you, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss the next deep dive into history's biggest turning points. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.